Yes, my first unit has to do with the three Abrahamic religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. And we are analyzing the origins and beliefs to start, and then we go into the similarities, because a lot of people don't even realize how similar these religions are, how it's all coming from the same God. They all believe in the same God, but there's this conflict that exists between these religions, and it's really for nothing. We should be able to coexist peacefully. So we kind of bring that attention to the forefront with the kids.
Like Ms. Pierre said, I just wanted to kind of clear up some of the mainstream stereotypes that are going on with Islam and Muslims. I think it's beautiful that she's covering all three religions and to clear up the conflicts, because what she said is right. There's no reason for us not to be able to coexist. And it's crazy, even in our religion, we believe in Judaism and Christianity. We believe that those two are legit religions. So, just for the kids to learn this at an early age, and especially to combat everything in the rhetoric behind Islam in the news right now. For me, I don't even watch the news. Like, I don't turn it on because it's tough to watch that every day, and for your voice is not always heard. So for me to be able to use these small communities, just like this 8th grade class, they can take this and go tell it to somebody else outside the school. So I think the best way to start is small because that's who it should naturally affect.
Education is key here, because it might not be something that they're going to get at home. And it's important because this is not a curriculum that's taught in other schools. So it's very unique to what we're doing here. And I love that we get to do the things that we do here.
Yeah, I mean, I had to learn that the hard way. Of course, I was always different. One, being a Muslim early on, and then having to show that I was Muslim once I started covering. And then always being like the only girl on boys' basketball teams and everything like that. Like, I was always different in a way. And I didn't really notice how different I was until I was physically showing that I was a Muslim woman. And it was tough. And in a way, of course, you fail at certain things. Like I would say faith, religiously, I failed in a lot of different ways. But I think that's the beauty of just believing in something is that, you have a higher power that never gives up on you. And I just pray that the kids here can find something, not even if it's a religion or if it's necessarily a higher power or God, just somebody that they can depend on or something in themselves that can let them be different and let them be unique and be happy doing it. Yes, it's been 2.5 years since I learned about the rule that's with the league called FIBA. Petitions, like I've said, have been done. We've had over 100,000 signatures on these petitions, and the league is basically saying that the petitions mean nothing. And so now it's a waiting game. They said they were going to make a decision to remove the rule back in August. Then they said we're going to wait till the Olympics are over. The Olympics are over, and nothing has been said or done. Communication between myself and a group of other Muslim women who are trying to fight the rule, they won't respond to anyone. So it's just another cop-out. And I just don't see the big deal. It's just like, why does my image affect it so much? It's just basketball. But at this point, I realized it's bigger than basketball. It's bigger than myself. And just to look at these students today, for them to realize the injustices that are going on makes it all better for me. Be able to spread the word and remove the stereotypes and be positive and help them figure out who they are is now that's the bigger picture for me. They actually did. They did a provisional period. With the provisional period didn't allow me to play still because they only lifted that at the national level. So if I were to play in a FIBA game, which, for example, in the Olympics, I would have to play with Team USA. So I couldn't go travel to another country and play with that country's team. So they only made it at the national level, not the international level. So for me, I wanted to go play in another country. Team USA is basically WNBA all over again. So that's where that fell through, and that's why I still couldn't play even with the provisional period. Hashtag FIBA allow hijab. So FIBA allow HIJAB. Just to see their energy and just to see their attention, that was a beautiful thing, and I can see that they're doing a great job here, and I give the staff props for that. I had nothing but full eye contact, and that shows. I learned even through basketball, like when you're looking somebody in the eyes, that means that you are literally paying attention. And just to see them actually not be afraid to stand up, and when I was asking them, be an example, it's just a good thing, and that shows that they're leaders. That shows that they aren't afraid, and I enjoyed that energy. That makes me feel happy. And they asked a few questions that kind of made me emotional. I'm a very emotional person. I try to kind of conceal my tears, but whenever I think about, basketball or me having to go through the things that I went through, it gets a little hard to keep in. Right now, I'm an athletic director at an Islamic school called Pleasant View. That's in Memphis, Tennessee. And then I also teach some of the physical education classes. I got my master's in physical education, so I'm still within the realm of, what I learned. And it's a good feeling to be able to do what you love and it not feel like a job. I do hope to play, but right now I hope to just remove that rule because there's so many people that are gonna, Muslim women that are gonna come after me. And like I said, like it's larger than even just Muslims. This is for Jews, for Sikhs because they can't play. Men who wear the yarmulke can't play. Sikh men who wear the turbans, they cannot play. So it's bigger than me, and I hope that rule is removed, so nobody else has to go through what I went through. And in a way, it kind of felt like failure. It really did. But so that's my fight. And if I can play and God wills it, then I might pick up the ball and play again. If I can come back and play them, that I know that'll probably make their day. I would love to.
I learned that focus and determination can lead you anywhere.
She definitely taught me a lot of things. I think one of them was like to have confidence in basically like who you are, because like without it you're just going to have many doubts in life, and then those doubts will cause other people to doubt you, and then you won't get very far. So basically have confidence in yourself, because that's all you have.
I learned that people are all different. You shouldn't treat them by the way they look or what race they are, because you don't know what they're going through at home, or if they're needing someone in their life like a mom or a dad.
I definitely hear that from many teachers, but it doesn't really stick to me as well. But knowing like a really like high role model that's really up there and a lot of people know about her, I think I'm really gonna like try and see what she says to see if it does make a difference, because it seemed like it did for her. So I feel like I should try it.
Yeah, I would be like more kind to people and not like listen about the stereotypes and be true to everybody.
I definitely feel like more confident after meeting her and hearing her talk, because like she just bends a lot of stereotypes and she totally breaks the mold, which is like an amazing thing to see and witness. So yeah.
What I might do a little different is hang out with people I usually don't hang out with, because I'm usually more with the people that are like funny and sort of like me, and now I just want to see how it works out when I hang with people that are smart and intelligent.
Well, I like, since most of her speech was about religion, I think that it's really nice to like and cool. Well, I don't know the right word for it, but to have like faith in your religion, because also, like I said, it's part of your identity, and like she really struggled with it because of all those people that were saying all those rude things about her, and it made her question herself. But in the end, how she prayed to the Lord, and like she stayed confident, and that's basically what got her by. So I feel like that would work for me too. Right now in social studies, we're learning about the Abrahamic religions, which is like Islam and Judaism and Christianity, and we're learning about a lot of the stereotypes that go on. Recently, we learned about 9/11 and how it impacted the world, and basically how all those religions impacted today's lives and how we live today. So I feel like she's a very good example on how Muslim women are affected, and it was like really good to learn about all of that, because I feel like it really would stick with me because she's sort of a celebrity. So yeah, basically that.
I think people should definitely study the Muslim religion more instead of making uneducated guesses, because you could see how that hurts a lot of people in the way media shows the Muslim religion.
I'm still up for that one-on-one. I want to see how good she really is.